Hello and namaste to everyone. My name is Mili. Today I'm going to read a book about happiness. It tells us how we can expand our happiness. Isn't that a great idea? So let's start. I'm so excited. As you have already guessed, the title of this book is How to Grow Happiness, written by Kelly DiPucchio and picture by Matt Kaufenberg. A bird named Warble flew through the Garden of Wonder into Jeremy's open window. I brought you something special today, she chirped. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Jeremy examined the tiny black seed resting on the window ledge. What kind of seed is that? Asked the curious inventor Jeremy. Warble smiled proudly. It's a seed of happiness, she declared. Jeremy, being the collector of trinkets and treasures, was very interested. He reached for a glass jar on the shelf and emptied the contents into his hand. I will trade you this bit of a red yarn for that seed, he said to his friend. Warble looked very pleased. That yarn will be perfect for my spring nest. Thank you, she scooped up her new treasure and flew away. Jeremy dropped the seed into his empty jar. He sat at his table waiting to feel happy. When nothing happened, he tapped impatiently on the glass. Ting, ting, ting. Still nothing happened. Jeremy became frustrated and shook the jar. The tiny seed bounced up and down, but Jeremy did not feel a hint of happiness. He turned to Oki, his pet acorn. I think Warble gave me a broken seed, he grumbled. A broken seed? Where? Asked Matilda as she burst through the front door. Beamer, the robot, followed her. Jeremy showed her jar into the seed to his friends. It's not broken, insisted Beamer. He pointed to his solar panel. It just needs a little sun to work. Like me. He could be right, said the squirrel. Jeremy agreed. He took his jar outside, placed it on the rock in the hot sun, and counted to 10. He sighed loudly. I'm still not feeling happy. Neither am I, snapped Sir Surly the turtle. You woke me up from my nap. And that seed of yours is getting too hot. It needs water. Ah, of course, Jeremy said to the turtle. Why didn't I think of that? He tossed the seed to the pond. Good heavens, cried Sir Wiggleworth the worm, inching his way towards the shore. Not that much water. That's a lot of water. The worm climbed up on the rock. I know a thing or two about gardening, he boasted. Your seed needs dirt. But not just dirt, any dirt. It has to be a fertilized dirt with eggshells, coffee grounds, and banana peels. Jeremy smirked. Who knew a little seed could eat so much? He fished the seed out of the pond, then covered it with his dirt and his morning trash. Aroma the skunk joined the circle of friends. What is everyone looking at? She asked. Warble gave me a broken seed of happiness and we are trying to fix it, Matilda explained to the skunk. We have tried sun, said Beamer the robot, and water, said Surly, and dirt, said Servant. But I still don't feel happy, Jeremy complained. As a matter of fact, I am feeling angry with Warble for taking my red yarn and giving me a worthless seed. Oh dear, whimpered Aroma, accidentally spraying her scent. Aroma did not care for unpleasant situations. They made her nervous. Glenda, the butterfly fairy, fluttered over to the troubled group. You all forgot something important, she chimed in. What's that? Asked Jeremy, feeling more discouraged than ever. Love, the best thing always goes from love, she said, disappearing over the bramble bush. Jeremy thought about what Glinda said. He suddenly felt compassion for the tiny, helpless seed who must be feeling lonely buried beneath the heap of trash and dirt. I will be right back, he told his friends, and he went somewhere. And then Jeremy returned with a jar filled with his favorite stones. He placed the stones around his makeshift garden, decorated the place, and looked really nice. There, Jeremy smiled. I must admit, I'm feeling a teensy bit happy now. See how he's taking care of his little seed? Jeremy tended to his seed every day, making sure it just got the right amount of sun, water, food, and love. He watched a short green sprout grow into a long green vine. As the vine grew, his happiness grew. And until one day, guess what it is? Friends, Jeremy called out cheerfully, come quickly. Jeremy's friend gathered around him. Look, he exclaimed, pointing to his garden. The tiny black seed had grown into a giant green watermelon. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Jeremy apologized to his friend Birdie Warble. It's okay, said the bird. Sometimes growing happiness takes a little hard work and patience. And sun and water and love. Never forget love. The friends laughed and enjoyed a summer picnic in the Garden of Wonder. They each went home that day with their own seed of happiness. The end. And I'm sure after listening to this story, you all have a seed of happiness now. And when you feel sad, you know what to do. Thank you for listening. Bye.